Try to help somebody out. If you're going to use your member, use it for righteousness, not for unrighteousness. Let's go to James 3 and 5.
James chapter 3, verse 5. Even so, the tongue is a little member.
You see that? The tongue is a little member. It's a little member. And people will be like, well, we need to keep the law. Or, people are keeping the laws, but they're from here. They keeping the Sabbath, but the cats is from here. The law is a little member, and what? The tongue is a little
boasteth
member.
Great things.
And see that? And it boasteth great things. Keep going.
Behold, how great a matter a little fire kindleth.
Read that again.
Even so, the tongue is a little member, and boasteth great things. Behold, how great a matter a little fire kindleth.
You see that? The tongue is small, but it makes a big, huge fire. Keep going.
And the tongue is a fire.
The tongue is a fire. Keep going.
A world of iniquity.
Speaking nothing but causing sin, causing somebody else to stumble, causing offenses. Keep going.
So is the tongue among our members, that it defileth the whole body.
It defiles the whole body, man. Keep going.
And setteth on fire the course of nature.
Because your nature is your nature. The way the Most High made it is we're supposed to be helping cats and edifying and helping people out, not spreading stuff. If it's something you don't understand that's in the Word, then you pray that and you pray and seek the Most High to give you understanding. You don't, go to this person, to go to that person, to go to that. I mean, come on, man. That has to stop. It's a lot of that going around. That has to stop. Keep going.
And it is set on fire of hell.
Read the whole 6 again.
And the tongue is a fire, a world of iniquity. So is the tongue among our members, that it defileth the whole body, and setteth on fire the course of nature, and it is set on fire of hell.
You see that? Read 8. Go jump down at verse 8.
Verse 8. But the tongue can no man tame.
You see that? No man can tame the tongue. Go ahead.
It is an unruly evil, full of deadly poison.
Because that's what you're doing when you're spreading stuff. You're poisoning people. You don't even know what you're speaking a lot of times. Jump down to verse 10.
Verse 10. Out of the same mouth proceedeth blessing and cursing.
You see that? So now, here it is, you say, oh, bless the Most High. Praise the Most High. Oh, bless you, brother. Bless you, sister. And then what?
My brethren.
Hold on. No, read 10 again. I'm sorry. Read 10 again.
Verse 10. Out of the same mouth proceedeth blessing and cursing.
Blessing and cursing. So 1 minute you're blessing, the next minute you're talking behind somebody's back, or you're talking about somebody. Or something you may not understand. Blessing and cursing. Keep going.
My brethren, these things ought not so to be.
They're not supposed to be like that. Blessing and cursing. It should just be blessings. Jump down to 11. Go to
11. Doth a fountain send forth at the same place sweet water and bitter?
You see that? You're not getting them qualities from one faction. Read that again.
11. Doth a fountain send forth at the same place sweet water and bitter?
You're not getting sweet and bitter, from water. If it's supposed to be sweet, it's going to be sweet. If it's going to be bitter, it's going to be bitter. You can't be double-minded, because that's what's going on a lot. You know what I mean? And people think, okay, people think it's a small matter, man. Like, you know, murmuring is not, you know, it's not really a big ordeal, but it starts off small, and then by the time you know it, everybody's going their separate ways and doing their own thing.
I'm gonna pull something out the Apocrypha. Ecclesiasticus chapter 19. Ecclesiasticus chapter 19. And verse 7. Go ahead.
Verse 6. Excuse me.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 19, verse 6. He that can rule his tongue shall live without strife.
Ooh.
And he that hateth babbling shall have less evil. Rehearse not unto another that which is told unto thee, and thou shalt fear never the worst.
So this just piggybacks on what he's bringing out about what James was driving, about what comes forth out of the mouth, and from Proverbs. Keep going, verse 8.
Whether it be to friend or foe, talk not of other men's lives.
Whether this be your beloved brother or an enemy, they dropping the wisdom of just let it die. He read out of Proverbs, I believe it said, a wise man concealeth the matter. Keep reading.
If thou canst without offerings, reveal them not.
Say, if thou canst without offense, reveal them not.
Right.
Keep that thing to yourself. Speak not on the lives of other men. Go ahead.
For he heard and observed thee, and when time cometh, he will hate thee.
Like, you know, talebearing eventually gets back to the person that is being spoken on. Eventually, they're going to hear what was said, and maybe more likely who said it. So now you cause a stumbling block to go through everybody. Now you got a brother that's offended and most likely going to hate you for it. Go ahead.
If thou hast heard a word, let it die with thee.
Read that again.
If thou hast heard a word, let it die with thee.
You can't be the ones that cause stumbling blocks. Go ahead.
And be bold. It will not burst thee.
Contain it. Contain it.
Be bold about it too.
Be bold. Contain it. As the wise person, walk in the wisdom. Pray for that brother. He which is spiritual restore such a one in the spirit of meekness, considering thyself, lest you fall. What verse we at? Verse 11. Say, go ahead.
A fool travaileth with a word as a woman in labor of a child.
A fool travaileth with the word, like it's paining you. You just got to tell somebody. That's what a fool is thinking. That's what a fool is going through. You got to get this off your tongue.
Gotta come out.
Verse 12.
As an arrow that sticketh in a man's thigh, so is a word within a fool's belly.
It's paining you to get it out. You just absolutely got to let this thing out. It's bothering you. It's vexing you. That's it. I just want to bring that piece up.
Yeah, that's key, man. That's very much key.